We're going to move on. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to ordinances for second reading. Tom?
Ordinance 12-2016, an ordinance amending and supplementing ordinance number 13-2015, as amended and supplemented by appropriating additional $7,175,000 to be used for the upgrades of the Kings Highway water treatment plant, together with all related expenses.
At this time, I'm going to open the floor for public comment and question on ordinance 12-2016. Seeing none, I'm going to close the floor for public comment, and I would ask a motion and a second to close the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
Any discussion for council or motion to adopt?
I have question. I was hoping that Russ was going to be here. Scott told me that he was going to be, but one of the things I was hoping we could have before we actually make a decision on this was an actual presentation of the project to council and to the public. We've had Russ come and answer questions, but it's different than presenting an actual schematic with all that goes along with it. We did the same with the dog park. When we were looking to spend $350,000 on the dog park, somebody came, made a presentation. It gave community an opportunity to see something visual, ask some questions, so forth, so on. And I was hoping we could do the same with this as well. Do you think that would be a possibility?
I think at this point, I'm comfortable with the landscape that have been presented. I'd like to proceed with this bond ordinance.
I'm fine with it. The difference, I think, is, I know it's a lot of money, but the dog park was something that was a want and not a need. What we're doing now is a need, and I think that's the difference.
Yeah, we're doing, it's a $7 million need, and it's a very technical thing. It's part of a larger project. That's why I'm looking for something a little bit more, I guess, image driven and, community collective about that. Other than that, I mean, we've had the opportunity to ask Mr. Trice questions. I know some members of the community have as well, but it's a whole different thing when we're actually able to look at something and ask questions and have an actual presentation. What state-of-the-art features, or just bullet point, what state-of-the-art features are going to be here, capacity, so forth, so on. How is funding? How is funding going to look, so forth, so on.
We certainly can schedule and have Russ back for that. I don't think it's something to hold this project back. It'll be something to bring him back to show the overall. Normally, things like this, if a particular council person wants something like this, better to ask prior, ahead of time, so we can schedule, that presentation. Is that what it's for?
I did ask ahead of time, actually, and I got no response. That's why I was asking here.
Okay. Obviously, I was the person who asked, so I can't answer that.
I know.
But we can schedule that. I do believe that we want to get moving with this work because I think it's going to increase the output of Kings Highway from 600 million gallons per day to a good 2.2 million gallons per day. Which obviously is very important. It's work we need to have done. There's an award for the bid openings already. But I certainly can take back to Mr. Carew the recommendation to have an overall plan and have us on that.
I want to get it done as much as the next guy, but I want to make sure, we don't put the cart before the horse. I have concerns also about contaminants possibly in the well, more testing, and making sure that the wells, when they are operational together, actually don't work against one another. That if the wells, if 2 or 3 wells have to work at the same time, that is actually going to be the case in the new scenario, not just something we are hoping that will happen, have we actually tested for that scenario. So those were some of the concerns I actually wanted to ask Russ tonight as well, and I've had an ongoing conversation with him about. So those are just my issues.
Motion approved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Ms. Petria.
No. Yes.
Yeah, I just want to say that this is the second reading, so we've also had an opportunity to go and discuss this a couple weeks ago. Yes.
Ms. Jordan? Yes. Mr. Mayor?
Yes.